Good evening, police control room.
I'm being assaulted. The police comes to my flat and assault me.
Okay.
I'm tired of this. What if I assault a policeman?
Then you get arrested.
To defend myself. What if I get, and I can get it, a revolver? I won't do it, but I could do it, yes?
It's an interesting one. This person's contacted the police control room and he's indicated his intentions to obtain a firearm and shoot a police officer. You have to take this thing seriously because the day you don't is the day that it is serious. So we've got our colleagues from the firearms unit here and they're going to give us a hand in bringing this person in.
Gibraltar, one of Britain's last overseas territories. Over 30,000 people call it home, but millions more visit every year, enjoying a little bit of Britain under the Mediterranean sun. Lying at the very tip of mainland Europe, with a border to Spain in the north, and Morocco just 9 miles south across the water. Gib's 430 customs and police officers are tasked with protecting this critical gateway between Africa and Europe. Tackling everything from smugglers to tourists in trouble, saving lives, enforcing the law, and clamping down on crime. They are the cops on the rock.
What if I assault a policeman?
Detective Sergeant Jerry Martinez and his team are reviewing a phone call made to the control room.
I could do it, yes?
The man is known to police and has committed a string of offences in the past. He is now claiming he has been assaulted by an officer.
What if I get a revolver?
Many of the officers had dealt with this man before, and although his assault claim will be taken seriously, they can't dismiss his threat to obtain an illegal weapon.
When you go up the steps, you go to the end, and there's like a wooden door.
No dogs, nobody else in the house with him?
No, it was just him.
No wife, no kids, nothing like that?
No. Dogs, cats, hamsters, rats. Don't remember seeing any animals.
Okay. Yep, thanks. I'll let you know what happens, yeah? Keep me posted. We'll go have a chat with him.
Today, Jerry's team are working closely with the firearms unit, headed up by arms officer Mark Diaz.
When he called, he was under the influence and stated that he was going to get a revolver and shoot police officers out in the streets. Okay. Jerry's already confirmed he's at his residence. He lives by himself. This guy has previous convictions for assault on police, resisting arrest, okay, possession of firearms and possession of ammunition. Okay. Once the subject has been secured, okay, Jerry, then your guys can go up.
Yep.
And execute the warrant.
Thank you very much. Let's go. It's time for some argy-bargy. Once you've been doing this job for a number of years, your body doesn't react to adrenaline the same way. So you risk assess, you can't be averse to carrying that risk. It is an inherently risky job. But it doesn't intimidate you or frighten you. It's just part of the job. It's the nature of what we do, and you can't allow fear to influence your decision-making. You have to be professional, and you have to go out and deal with it. If you're not going to do it, somebody else will, so I want to be the one doing it. We're at location.
And let's proceed with the operation.
Copy.
Because of the possibility of a weapon, the team has to wait until the building is secure. Byron Shute, one of Jerry's colleagues, is assisting with the raid.
The armed officers are going to go in first. They'll deal with the person inside and then we'll follow. We'll stay a floor below whilst they're carrying out their inquiries.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Breach, 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 breach! Firearms. Well done.
Oh, police! Oh, police!
We got entry. Hang on, firearms. Entry's been forced.
Oh, police! Can you hear me? Come down to the stairs! Okay, come down very slow, very slow.
We got cuffs up. Firearms officers forced entry, and it appeared to have woken him up. He was asleep upstairs.
For the intoxicated man, it's quite the wake-up call.
I tried to get to this.
It's a threat. It's a threat to kill. That's the problem with the police control room. It's recorded. So when you call and say you're going to get a gun and shoot coppers, this is the sort of stupid that happens, isn't it?
Vamos.
Car's outside. Let's go. Put your head in there. Vete con él, anda. He didn't want to comply with the directions, didn't want to open the door. As you can see, we've got the big red key, and we managed to force entry, and he's been arrested just the other side of the door after several attempts to call him out. So he's offered very little resistance. He's been restrained by means of handcuffs, and he's gone.
The man, a repeat offender, has secured his property in the event of a raid.
Steps have been taken to reinforce and protect the premise. The door, you can see, has been reinforced. Obviously, there's somebody who's had his door put in before, and the door itself has what we call a bash pad on it, which is a metal plate, which is designed to protect against the use of our enforcer specialist equipment. So this is somebody who's prepared for a visit from us and is aware of the tactics that we use, the equipment that we use, and our capabilities, and he's taken steps to protect himself from it. This occasion it hasn't worked.
In such a small community, anyone making threats to the police can expect to be made an example of.
We're lucky here in Gibraltar. We have the resources to commit to sending a very strong message. This is not acceptable, threatening to kill police officers. So, we don't accept that at all. And we're going to prosecute him for it. He'll have his day in court.
No firearms have been found in the search of his flat.
It was a team effort today. So, I have taught my guys well.
But it hasn't gone completely to plan.
Have you got that little monster?
It seems the earlier intel wasn't entirely accurate. The man may not have a wife, child, or dog, but he does have a pet, and it's just fled out the door.
Let's go find this ferret. Ready? Up. Should see him on the other side now. You okay? Here he is. He's taunting me.
He's taunting you.
Catching criminals is easy. Pets on the run, not so much.
Well done.
There he is.
There we go. Hey. What shall we call him?
A bit like a Byron, doesn't he?
Okay. Oh. Let's get him back home. You got any little cuffs?
One ferret safely rescued.
There you go. He's really friendly. He's called Byron.
Byron?
Yeah, he likes
Byron
getting
the ferret.
scratched on the head and all that. He'll be fine.
In 2020, over 9,000 vessels passed through Gibraltar's port. The huge volume of cargo they carry provides the perfect hiding place for smugglers to transport illegal substances. Today, the police marine unit has been scrambled to intercept a commercial cargo ship.
Communication between ourselves about the tunnel tower.
There's a boat coming into British Gibraltar territorial waters. At the moment, we just know that it's a suspect vessel. It possibly has some illicit cargo. It's a big vessel.
Acting on intelligence received from international agencies, their instructions are to board and take command of the vessel.
The first group, they've already boarded and secured the vessel.
The ship is a Portuguese bulk carrier sailing from Colombia to Turkey with a cargo of thousands of tons of charcoal. But could it be carrying something else as well?
We received intelligence that there was about between 170 and 200 kilos of cocaine on board the vessel.
Detective Inspector Craig Goldwyn is helping with the investigation.
With our firearms capabilities, we intercepted the vessel. And once the vessel was secured and it was safe enough for the search team to come on board, we boarded the vessel. And at this point in time, we are searching for the controlled drugs.
The ship has a crew of 12, all of whom will need searching.
The whole crew is detained for the purpose of the search of themselves and of the vessel, and the crew has been extremely cooperative. We haven't had any issues whatsoever.
It was Georgians, Russians, Ukrainians, Hondurians. They spend here a lot of hours, days, months. It doesn't take a lot of work to just create a false cavity. And to reach what we call the skeleton of the vessel is very, very difficult.
Carl Galia from HM Customs is coordinating the search.
We've broken the sections into letters, and then we give every section some numbers, and we start rubbing off those which have been done. The vessel is quite vast, so there's ample room to conceal stuff. So it's a pretty difficult job, but you can see why the officers are looking very meticulously every single part of the room and look for something which is not ordinary. We're not talking about tons, we're talking about kilos, which makes it more difficult. That's what we're trying to locate. We're trying to locate slabs, which is what the information is all about.
Over 25 officers have been deployed to search the ship.
Is the SOCO available, over?
And already a suspicious bag has been found.
They can come, what do you need?
Containing a white powder.
Roger, possible Alaska, over.
Police and customs officers are searching a cargo vessel believed to be carrying drugs. Boxes have been found containing quantities of a white powder.
This is just genuine packaging. Genuine packaging with genuine labeling. However, I would never discard anybody trying to just pull a fast one and just actually put it in a genuine container.
The substance is in a washing detergent box, so it could be innocent, but until it is tested by the team, nothing can be ruled out.
The packaging of the cocaine is very specific. It usually come in blocks, different colors, etc. The outer packaging, and very well prepared. This seems very loose. And it could be detergent, it could be anything. And you can't completely discard it, unfortunately. If the information is there, you need to act on the information, so you can't discard any avenue. You want to be sure about it.
The test will determine if the powder is cocaine.
That's the negative on that one.
We have a few more.
We've got a few more to go along as well, so we can check as we go. We don't know what it's mixed with. It could be mixed with something else. So we need to get further tests.
The ship is carrying thousands of tons of charcoal, a perfect hiding place for any narcotics.
Okay, time of entry for ready, 1812.
Specialist search teams with breathing equipment are brought in to search around the cargo holds.
First one clear. Negative results on the first one.
Jerry from the drug squad is on hand.
This is 4 surface tanks, as you can see here. They go all the way down from the surface to the very bottom of the vessel. We're talking about maybe 30, 40 meters in total, and they're full to the brim with charcoal. So we're talking about hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of charcoal. The captain joked, but I think he was semi-serious, that this is 25% of the European supply of barbecue fuel at the moment. We've got this here on board, so if you bring a couple of burgers up, we'll have the world's biggest barbecue here for the next couple of days. But it makes it very difficult for us to search it. It's quite complicated, and you need specialist assets to do it. And you can see for yourself, look at the size of these tanks, they're absolutely huge. It just takes 30 minutes to open them. That's how heavy the container's lids are.
Officer safety is paramount, so we're trying to find a way on how we can dig into the coal, minimizing the risks to everyone, really. It is a lot of coal, and what we're looking at is possibly 2 or 3 suitcases, so it's going to be a difficult one.
And with so much charcoal to check, there isn't the space on shore to unload it.
They're going to start with loading the corners, and once they finish that, we're going to get hold of the grabs, and we're going to start picking up and dropping at different areas to see whether we can get anything over.
Yeah, copy.
It's a lengthy search, but one that is important to disrupt suspected drug trafficking gangs who go to extreme lengths to hide narcotics.
You have Morocco in the north of Africa, which is literally a stone's throw away. And the #1 producer of cannabis resin in the world. You've got Algeciras port behind me, which is one of, if not the largest container ports in Europe. It's the principal entry route for cocaine into Europe, believe it or not. It's now surpassed the ports of Rotterdam and the port of Amsterdam. So I think, unfortunately, Gibraltar has been given a bad reputation because of the fact we are amongst, 2 major players in what is the drugs trafficking game, and it's a global game.
As the night falls, the search of the cargo hold continues.
It is a challenge. At the end of the day, we work hard because we want to achieve a result. It's about taking drugs off the streets. And that, I think, is the prize we want to get to. I just wish we could get through it a bit quicker.
It's 4 a.m. and without the space to fully unload the cargo on land,
Negative.
customs are forced to halt the search.
This concludes our rummage of the tanker. We've been able to search to the best of our capabilities. We've done a good job here, but unfortunately it's a negative result.
Although nothing has been found, the team remains suspicious that something is amiss. But with international agencies closely monitoring its progress, it may not be the last time this tanker is stopped. It's the start of a night shift for Gibraltar's Customs Marine Unit. Tonight, they are running a joint operation with their land-based FAST team to disrupt tobacco smugglers.
Sides are on, fronts on.
In Gibraltar, cigarettes are around 40% cheaper than they are in Spain, making it a prime money spinner for criminal gangs. The gangs are highly organized and operate with paid spotters who signal when it's safe for them to come to shore.
Once they start loading the boxes from the car, we're going to try and push everything back into land so that then the land crew will be able to apprehend everything there.
The land unit will tackle the accomplices supplying the cigarettes, whilst the sea team, led by Kenny Alvarez, will be using an inflatable speedboat called a rib to go after the smugglers collecting the goods. But the odds aren't always in the customs' favor.
They outmaneuver us all the time. But with this white rib, we have a 360 visual, so we can actually see where they are at all times, and we don't have any blind spots. And that means that either we can try and get a little bit closer or let them go if we see that they are in any danger, or potentially they are heading towards danger because they're trying to flee at all costs. We don't want to hurt or injure anyone.
Kenny has spent his life in military service.
I've been in the Marine unit for about 5.5 years, going on to 6. Before that, I was in a different set of uniform, and I did 26 to 27 years of military service. I am the sort of person that I like wearing uniform, and I was indoctrinated for the last 27 years with military rules. And now I have come over onto HM Customs, where there are rules and regulations, not as strict, but there are still rules that have to be followed, and I love it.
A suspicious vehicle has been seen lurking in the area. The team get ready to strike.
We're waiting for the vehicle transporting the cigarettes for them to give us the go-ahead in order to tackle the vehicle.
All stations from Baka in position.
Are we ready?
This is now just a waiting game. The ambush is set. We just need to now wait and be lucky.
Stay in position. Stay in position.
It's the early hours of the morning in Gibraltar. At the wharf, the land and sea teams are on an operation to intercept tobacco smugglers.
We're waiting for them. It's a cat and mouse game.
Smuggling large quantities of tobacco is a quick earner for criminal gangs. But traveling just a few hundred meters out of Gibraltar waters, they can make a £5 profit for every carton sold in Spain.
OP Echo 1. Patrol vehicle must be heading your way, over.
The team is watching and waiting, but it seems a police patrol car may have spooked the smugglers.
Possibly the spotters that are overlooking this area have spotted the patrol vehicle. So my bet is as soon as the vehicle leaves, we'll probably get some activity going on.
The police went on patrol, so everything went very quiet. The police has now left the area, and we can already start hearing pateras coming into the, little ribs coming into the area.
Stay in position. Stay in position. There's only one patera, so don't move forward.
Just one little vessel now approaching the rocks, or on the rocks now. So we're just going to wait and see what's happened, or the OP is going to wait and see what happens, and he will then direct us accordingly.
Getting ready for the standby, correct? Mike Bravo, 1 heading in at the moment, over.
And apparently there seems to be some spotters. They could potentially see where our knock vehicle may be exiting, so it might compromise. So the timing needs to be very effective, and it's going to be crucial in order for this operation to be successful.
So now we're just having a look, see if we can confirm any sightings of it. Stand by. We're about to go.
X5 waiting for vehicle. Waiting for vehicle. The vehicle must be heading your way. Are you ready, Locking?
Let's go. ¿Qué es lo que está diciendo?
Both land and sea teams simultaneously scramble to catch the smugglers.
Right behind them, right behind.
Straight ahead, straight ahead!
As one of the gang members is intercepted on land,
Arrested! On the front. Luego. Suelo ahora mismo. Suelo ahora mismo. Tío, no tengo nada que ver. Tío,
That's a boat, that's a boat!
the smuggler boat has been spotted.
Behind, behind! See how maneuverable they are. Behind, it's coming this side. Push, 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 push. If he's not careful, his engine is going to hit the rocks.
The boat has fled back towards Spain empty-handed. But with one arrest on land and no one injured, it's still a good result.
Main thing there was a preservation of life. The rib was empty anyway. And now we'll see if the tobacco is on land.
No son mis cajas, brother. No, okay. Marco, yo quiero entrar. No, no, rest, no, you're detained, okay? I'm just gonna... No, porque no son mis cajas.
Basically, the operation has been a success. We've managed to apprehend the driver of the vehicle, and the detainee has been arrested for possession of a commercial quantity of tobacco and unlawful transportation of a commercial quantity of tobacco.
Back at base, the team can now assess the haul.
We've been able to seize 36 half boxes, totaling to 180,000 cigarettes. Roughly, it's normally a grand per box, for 50 cartons. So roughly 18,000 pounds. So I think it's been a very successful operation. Yeah.
We have just confirmed that the driver has been apprehended, and the vehicle and the goods. So, yeah, overall, not a bad effort for tonight. And as you saw, driving these beasts at night time in the dark, probably the best job in the world.
It's not just criminal gangs on the police's radar. It's a Friday evening, and just like in towns and cities in the UK, the peninsula's bars and clubs are filling up fast.
Great for the economy, obviously, but just extra work for us.
And tonight, PC Gary Cooper's out on foot patrol.
All right, buddy.
With lockdown easing, partygoers are getting back into the habit of going out. But some people are coping with their newfound freedom better than others.
As the night progresses, people start going into nightclubs, and that's when they start getting a bit rowdier. So we're out and about, trying to see if anyone's misbehaving. We'll try to catch them out before they have the opportunity to do what they should be doing. People start ordering shots. That tends to be when the night goes downhill.
As closing time approaches, partygoers spill out onto the streets, throwing up a host of challenges for the police. And when an urgent call for assistance comes through, Gary and his colleagues switch to their patrol car.
Got a fight going on just at the top of this road. Oh, we should be there in about 10 seconds. Oh, there's some people down there. You all right, guys? What's going on?
Guys,
They're just
Right.
beating the out of me, bro.
This guy in his boxers came, grabbed one of our guys, pulled him along, saying he was involved in some crap. I have no idea what it was.
I've just been beating the
and so he...
Okay, mate, calm down. Okay, let's go sit on the bench. Come sit on the bench.
had enough.
Okay, come with me.
explain
Come
how
with me.
much I have.
Wait, so you said that they hit you, yeah?
I was taking about 4 punches to the head.
To the head.
To try and stop my
Does your head hurt?
beating the out.
Does your head hurt?
Yes, like,
Yeah?
it's an agony, bro.
Are you bleeding from somewhere?
No, it's fine, bro. Don't worry.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. Okay.
The youth is shaken from what he claims is an unprovoked assault.
Just look down for me.
But there are no immediate signs he suffered any serious injuries.
You've obviously had a bit to drink, yeah? So
I've had,
at the minute,
I've had 2 shots.
You've had a bit more than that, okay.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Okay.
I'll be completely honest with you. I've had 3 shots. I'm not drunk.
So it's changed from 2 to 3. I believe you might be under the influence, yeah?
I'm not drunk.
Okay.
I can tell you for honest, I'm not drunk.
The injured man appears to be slightly the worse for wear after a drinking session, which can make situations like this extremely unpredictable.
Okay, buddy, listen to me, okay? I don't believe that you're in a fit state to provide a statement now, so what we'll do is we'll get your details, one of the officers will get your details, and we'll arrange for you to come and give a statement, yeah? Come on, go up to the van.
You're just completely ignoring people aren't being crooks, okay?
Oi, come here. Come here. Get this way. Stay there.
Meanwhile, officers are questioning another man who the youths claim attacked them.
That one there, you see the shots. He was the one who grabbed our mate.
Yeah.
I didn't see the full thing. He grabbed our mate by the shorts, started dragging him up this hill.
Yeah.
So our mate, he tried to stop the thing. He got slammed on the floor.
Right.
So
By that bloke?
By that bloke, yeah.
Okay.
So I tried to stop. Eventually, guy just stopped and carried on walking. But,
Okay.
he was
So
doing
apparently
no
that bloke in the shorts has smashed him into the ground.
Gary radios through an update to the station.
Yeah, he says he's been involved in the altercation, but he's quite under the influence.
I'm not under the influence, I'm just drunk because I've been drinking.
But the accused man's account suggests the intoxicated youths aren't as innocent as they claim.
Did someone throw something at the window?
PC Gary Cooper is dealing with an intoxicated youth who claims he's just been assaulted.
They're just
Right.
being the out of me, bro.
He had something to drink, buddy.
The youth's friend has pointed out the alleged attacker.
That one there, you see the shots. He was the one who grabbed our mate.
Yeah.
He grabbed our mate by the shorts, started dragging him up this hill.
But the man accused of the attack has told the police it was the youths who started the trouble by smashing a window in the building where he lives.
They've smashed that window.
Okay.
So basically what he stated to me, he came down, they were there, he obviously told them to come over because what they'd done.
Yeah.
And then as they were coming over, with one of them, this guy punched him from behind.
Okay.
That's when the other guy got him by the neck and they took him down to the floor and that's how he has the other injury.
Okay.
The job has turned unexpectedly.
I'm gonna call control and give them an update. Control from 7-8. Apparently someone's thrown something at the window. The guy's come out, he's confronted them, he's been jumped by a bunch of kids. He's got an achy knee by the looks of it. What a mess.
The man with the broken window doesn't want to give a statement. With no one seriously injured, the best course of action for Gary is to take the youth home to sleep it off.
Time to go home, venga. It's one of those jobs, you turn up and you don't know what you're going to get. And when we got there, I think we were flooded with information, a lot of useless information, but information nonetheless, and trying to process all of that and trying to find out who's at fault there was a bit of a cluster. But it's the nature of the beast. You never know what you're going to get. I think it's why I love this job so much.
In 2002, the residents of Gibraltar voted in a referendum as to whether the UK and Spain should share sovereignty. It was a landslide rejection in favour of staying as a British overseas territory. But still, offshore, where the territorial waters meet, it remains politically fractious.
Just straight ahead of us, you have the limits of our waters. That's sort of quite rusty and derelict fence line that goes all the way into the water.
Customs Officer Kenny is back out patrolling Gibraltar's waters.
From there onwards, the Spanish mainland starts.
The frontier extends into the sea, acting as a boundary between Gibraltar and Spain.
For this kind of job, you need a cool, calm sort of demeanor. You need to know your laws, and preservation of life is paramount, particularly when you are on these vessels that travel at high speed, and it's not the sort of thing that you slam on the anchors, put your brakes on, and the thing stops. It just doesn't do that.
But even today, in the quiet-looking waters,
We currently have Spanish warship about 7-1 in Gulf 6 heading northeast. Copy.
things can escalate very quickly. A Spanish warship has encroached on Gibraltar waters.
The Royal Navy will be deploying the RIB or the larger vessel to shadow it out of waters. It's a political game, probably. We only have 3 miles of territorial waters. They have the rest of the Mediterranean, so is there really an excuse? And there they are. And it's still heading in towards land.
Foreign vessels sailing through Gib's territorial waters can't be ignored.
The Spanish do not recognize our territorial waters. And there we have the Royal Navy with one of our local patrol boats.
The units will stay with the ship until it leaves Gibraltar waters. Kenny will log the incident as the ongoing diplomatic standoff continues. It's been 2 weeks since the police marine unit intercepted a commercial bulk tanker, believing it to be carrying drugs. After being searched by police and customs officers, no drugs were found.
No, negative.
And the boat was allowed to continue on its way to Turkey. But Jerry has been contacted by his Turkish counterparts who, following intel and a report from Gibraltar, also decided to search the ship.
So what we've got here is a media article from Turkey. It's been sent to us regarding the bulk carrier which we intercepted in Gibraltar waters. It turns out the Turkish authorities did stop the vessel and they found just short of 6 kilos of cocaine on board. So if you can look at the plans from above here, you can see the 4 surface tanks. I'm told the drugs were in the bottom of the surface tank. And if you look at the images here, you can see the tanks actually are, the whole depth of the ship. And I'm told the drugs were found at the base of a hatch in the second tank.
While it's a frustrating result, for a ship of that size, the resources in Gibraltar aren't as deep as those in Turkey.
They were able to bring all the crew ashore, and they were able to search the vessel slow time. They were able to take all the charcoal out, a couple of 1,000 tons of charcoal. We just have nowhere to put it here in Gibraltar. It's quite small, so Turkey, they've been able to do that, and it's taken them 5 days, whereas we had limited resources. Think about the amount of cargo, think about the size of some of these bulk carriers. It's very easy to conceal a couple of kilos of cocaine all the way up to tons of it on the larger vessels.
Thanks to the intelligence shared by the Royal Gibraltar Police and customs officers, the Turkish authorities were able to conduct a longer search.
I'm just glad that they acted upon the information and they found it, and I'm glad that those drugs have been taken off the streets.
But criminal gangs are getting more sophisticated.
We have seen things like parasite devices. This is a typical parasite device which was recovered from the hull of a tanker out in the bay, where nobody on board is aware of the fact that the vessel has been used. to carry cocaine. You know, we'll have a small torpedo type device which is welded to the bottom of the ship, and it pulls into port somewhere. A diver will go down and remove the parasite device, and nobody on board knows, unless you have divers and you know specifically that there's a device there. It's almost impossible to detect. So people are getting smarter and smarter to it. They know our capabilities, they know how we work, and they're always trying to work to defeat that. And, you know, in comparison, we're always trying to work to improve our methods. I don't believe Gibraltar has a drug problem in the sense that, you know, people generally ask in the classical sense. Because of where we are in the world, we are amongst a lot of smuggling routes. Now, Gibraltar is very rarely the target of that cargo. It's into Europe, north into France usually, sometimes even as far as the UK. So we are trying to, you know, play a big part in the fight against it. Even though we're only tiny, we're still trying to play a big part and just say to these people in the region, don't come here because it's not a safe place for you to operate as criminals. We're going to do everything we can to prevent that from happening.
In this episode,
Roger, possible Alaska, over.
6 members of the boat crew were arrested by the Turkish authorities for the 6 kilograms of cocaine that was later found.
Arrested! On the floor.
The driver has been apprehended and the vehicle and the goods. Overall, not a bad effort for tonight.
The man who was caught trying to offload tobacco out of Gibraltar pleaded guilty in court to smuggling charges and was fined £12,000. His car and the cigarettes were also seized.
Breach, 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 breach! Firearms!
The intoxicated caller who threatened to shoot police officers was later cautioned for improper use of a telephone. In the end, he decided not to make a formal complaint of assault against the police. And as for Byron the ferret,
you got any little cuffs?
After his exciting day, he returned home for a much-deserved rest.